Hello, class. We are about to finish the course. Last week really is the closing week. We don't have more instructional material to go. The final module was module number 4. I just want to make some announcement about the pending activities coming days, important days, to close this course, right? So, well, today is, as you can see here, August 16. Let me start by making some reference to the final. Final will be available on a Monday, August 19. It's going to be available for you guys that day after midday, basically after the lunchtime. And you guys will have the opportunity to work with the final between 19 and 21st. So the final exam is going to be due on August 21st before midday. Okay? Please be careful. It's midday, no midnight. Midday. Okay? So at the lunchtime on August 21st, you're supposed to submit your final. And as you know, in the same way that we did for the sectional test, you need to finish the exam once that you launch the exam. So there is no way to stop the exam and then to resume later on. No, you need to do it at one time. Okay, well, this is the first comment. The second one is there are some homeworks still pending for module number 4, which is the chapter of integration. Those homeworks are due on August 21st as well. At what time? At midday. So August 21st, midday, at the lunchtime. That is the last time to submit the homeworks. Okay, the homework number 5. Homework, when I'm talking about homework, and I'm making reference to homework and quiz. Okay, on August 21st, that is the last moment, August 21st, that is going to be next Wednesday before lunchtime. Okay, and the reason for that is because I need the half of the day on Wednesday to consolidate all the grades and, of course, make those grades available to you in D12. So in that way, on 21st, you're going to have some time to review if there is, as I mentioned before, there is something that is missing or some error in some of the score. Just let me know. I will review that. And if that is the case, to make any change, I will make the correction. Okay? But please don't ask me to boost the grades because I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay, so let me mention all the homeworks for the previous chapter. I mean, homework number 1, homework number 2, number 3, and homework number 4. Okay, together, yeah, the homeworks are gonna be logged this coming Sunday. Okay, so after Sunday, you are not going to be able to do any work in those homeworks. And remember that those homeworks has been open for the whole semester, and you have the opportunity to raise your point. So that means that on 21st, when I'm going to consolidate the grades in D12, I'm going to synchronize everything from module number 1 all the way down to module number 5. I'm going to synchronize those scores that you already have in MyLab Math into D12. In that way, you're going to be able to get the final grades updated, taking into account whatever work you have done until August 18 for homework 1, 2, 3, and 4, and until August 21st for homework and quiz number 5. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to send a very brief announcement today in the evening, most likely in the evening, in which I'm going to summarize this. But I think the most important thing is this announcement, this voice message. Okay, so let me just open D12. So in here, D12, what I want to mention, let me go to Pearson. Okay, so in Pearson, for instance, in Pearson you have here the test. The final exam is this one here. That's the exam that you're gonna take next week. Is already set for you guys. The final exam is going to be available, as I mentioned, this coming Monday, August 19 at 12 p.m. Be careful. 12 p.m. means at the lunch time. Okay? It's not 12 in the morning. It's 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay? And then the exam will be due, as I mentioned, on August 21st at 12 p.m. Okay? So again, this 12 p.m. is not 12 at midnight. No, it's 12 at midday, at the lunch time. That's the period, that's the time window that you have to launch your final. Okay, let me go in here and show the now the homeworks. In the homework we have, well, as you know, homework number 1 all the way down to homework number 5. Okay, from homework number 1 to homework number 4, all those homeworks are going to be logged on August 18. Let me just open one. Okay, so I'm gonna go open the setting of the assignment for one of the homework. What happened here? Oh, it didn't work. Okay, it's here. Okay, so as you can see, required final submission August 18 before midnight. That is going to apply for all the homeworks between homework number 1 to homework number 4. Okay, so for those homework, they are going to be logged after this date and after this time. So what is the meaning of that? That on 19 and 20, you are not going to be able to do anything else in the homeworks. Okay, so let me cancel this. That is not the situation for the final homework. For the final homework, which is homework number 5, you're gonna have time until, let me see, I think that I told you already, until August 21st at the midday, at the lunch time. Okay? And here you don't have any final requirement because that is the last time to submit anything through my LabMap. Well, that is a comment that I want to make. The other one, let me go to module number 3 and module number 4. So we have sectional tests for module number 1, number 2, and number 3. We made sectional tests for those ones that are basically chapter 2 and chapter 3. And remember that chapter 3 was about derivatives, and that was a very long chapter that I subdivided into modules. That's why we have module number 2 first part and module number 2 second part. But we finished those ones. So we haven't graded or we haven't made any assessment about module number 3, which is chapter 4 about application of derivatives, and chapter 4, and module number 4, which is chapter 5 about integration. Okay? This material is gonna be the emphasis for your final. Remember, the final exam is a comprehensive exam, but, comprehensive exam means that all the material for the course of the semester, for what we have reviewed in the semester, is gonna be included in the final. So, of course, you're gonna find some questions for module 1, module 2, first and second part, but the major emphasis is gonna be for module number 3 and module number 4. The major emphasis, okay? I want to tell you that in advance. So, in your test, you're gonna have 25 questions. I'm going to give you 3 hours to finish or to complete your test, your final exam, and you're gonna have 5 questions. So expect to respond about 12 questions only for chapter 4 and chapter 5, which is module number 3 and module number 4. So as a consequence of that, what I strongly suggest is to review. Let's start with module number 3, which is chapter number 4. Chapter number 4, that is application of derivatives. So review in details whatever you find here in D12 that sets notes. So for instance, you have application of the derivatives section 1 to 3, notes, and you have the keys. So go ahead, and if you haven't reviewed that material yet, go ahead and do it. So in those one, I propose some exercise, and I already break down the solution of those exercises. Okay? Please pay attention to those ones. Okay? For your final. So you have here for those sections, those one. Actually, most of those exercises are taken. Some are from your textbook, but some others are from your homework. So you have there the breakdown, you have everything there clear. If you have any question, as another student has done previously, go ahead and send me an email and I will try to reply as soon as I can. Okay, well, that is section 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. Then, exactly the same, we have the notes for the remaining of the section. Section 4.4 and 4.7. 4.4 and 4.7 are respectively graphing functions, and this is the L'Hopital rule. So you have here the notes with the key. The key is a very detailed document. I propose some exercise. Actually, all these exercises that you're going to find here in these notes are from your homework. Okay, probably the numbers are different, but it's the same type of exercise. So I broke down the solution in detail, so you have all the details there. That's why this document is so long. Okay, so you have all there, everything for all the exercise that I put in there, all the details. If you have any question, feel free to call me and I can go through that or explain you some specific themes in there. So don't miss it. Okay, so here you have this limit. This is a limit that is, I believe so, infinity rise to 0. So that is a typical limit that you can find. So you can use the rules that you already know about the calculation of limits and derivatives together with the L'Hopital rule in order to solve this limit. So, well, I went through that exercise in detail, in very, very detail, to explain how to solve those type of problems. Okay, that's what you have there. So I strongly suggest, guys, to review this material. Exactly the same for module number 5. In here, module number 5, module number 4. Module number 4, you have also notes for the 3 first section about integration, and also the last 4 section, which is working with integral and substitution rule. Okay, this section is very important, so I strongly suggest to go through these notes. I haven't included here the keys yet. I'm gonna do that between today and early tomorrow. Okay, but you still have some time, so be careful about these notes. So this one here and this one here. So make emphasis in those notes, okay, because I'm gonna make emphasis in chapter number 4 and chapter number 5 for your final exam. The other ones, well, that is a material that you already practiced. You have done the homeworks, quizzes, sectional tests. You also have the notes with the keys, so you have everything there. Probably one of the things that I'm going to do for this weekend, I don't want to add too much material because I don't want you guys to overload your time, okay? But probably what I'm going to include here is going to be a questionnaire with typical questions that you may find in your final, okay? That is a questionnaire that most likely I'm going to post that tomorrow, okay? You're going to have a questionnaire with 30 questions, and you can use that questionnaire to make your preparation for your final. Okay? What else I want to tell you? Let me change here, and I'm not going to make the same mistake that I did in a previous video. Let me show here the grades. Okay. Up to the moment, I had updated in D12 for the homework number 1, 2, and 3. That's what you have in your grade book in D12. I hope that you guys review this. Okay, and actually I sent messages about that. Exactly the same with the quizzes, exactly the same with the sectional tests. And we have in bonus points, remember that I promised to you to give you 10 points that are going to be bonus points. So we already assigned 6 of them. The first one was the ODR assignment, and 2 more, actually 4 more bonus points with 2 board discussions. So today in the night, I'm going to post the last board discussion, which is going to be 2 more. That board discussion will reside, is going to be placed in the Start Here module. It doesn't have to do anything with instructional material. It's like a feedback board discussion. It's a board discussion in which I'm going to ask you how do you like the course? What do you think it was the best thing in the course? Or what do you like most? What do you like less? Any feedback. So I'm going to ask you for that feedback. That is very important for me. And I'm going to give you 2 points. That is a good deal. Okay? And with those 1, I'm going to have 8 points. And then 2 more that is going to be my appreciation about your professionalism. Okay? My appreciation is, well, what I have seen in every one of you working with your MyLab Math, reviewing the instructional material and so on, and based on that I will give you some points between 0 or 2 points. Most likely I'm gonna give you 2 points to everybody because I want to help you guys. Well, this is the only thing that I want to tell you, and we still have some time until next Wednesday. The final grades on iStar will be posted on August 22nd. August 22nd. Let me open here again. August 22nd. That is gonna be next Thursday. But before that day, you're gonna know what is gonna be your grade. Okay. So any question we have this weekend and 3 more days. So we have 5 days. Some time to go. And well, I'm here. Any questions, send me an email. Feel free to send me an email anytime. I'm going to be available all the time, and I will try to reply as soon as I can. Okay? Well, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.